Hey everyone, welcome to Expo East. My name is Steve. We're with Trax Off Grid. This happens to be our Canter Series truck that we build. We built this past year for a client. It was a retired Japanese fire truck that we turned into an Overlander. As you see, we've got 34-inch tires underneath it. We completely stretched the frame about 30 inches and made this custom habitat. So why don't you come along, we'll show you some of the things that we put into it. We've got turn Overland doors and windows that we use for our exterior. We also custom fab all of our own in-house accessories, our roof racks, our ladders, our bumpers and push bars and so forth. We did add a outdoor handrail because a lot of people sit there and see these big trucks and yet there's not a handrail on them. So we found this one online and we really like this because it's such a simple, easy way to store a handrail, and you just literally grab it and pull it back out, and now you got something to grab onto as you're going in and out. We go ahead and we move on over here to the front, and we went ahead and made this custom push bar. We put some KC lights on the truck. We did go ahead and use on this particular truck a Badland winch from Harbor Freight. We've used several of these now on some of the trucks that we've built, and we're absolutely blown away about how good of quality they are and how cheap in the price they are. So that's a big money saver for everyone. Some of the other things we did to it, we add some outside canopy up here that we put on. Very easy to deploy. It comes with an outside room that you can add to it as well. This is their 8x10 foot. We're really happy with the way that works, and we went with just a manual one just because all this electronic stuff that you have on these trucks is just one more thing to break, so we tried to keep it as easy as possible for people. Some of the other things we installed was an outside kitchen on the truck. A lot of people like to cook outside. If you open up the door over there, you can just pull the whole kitchen out. It's got a burner, it's got a sink, it's got a little tabletop that you can prep food and stuff on. Also has a water hookup and the gas line hookup that we put outside. We installed a kick-ass shower, outside shower system for people as well on this. So if anyone wants to go ahead and take an outside shower, you can just deploy that thing out. It drops the canopy walls out, and before you know it, you get yourself a nice outside shower to stand in with the privacy. We also installed this outside L-track. What's good about L-track is it's a very versatile and has a lot of different accessories you can buy for it. You can get clothes hanger hooks, you can get tie-offs for a canopy, you can get tie-offs for hammocks and so forth, and this is readily accessible, and all the accessories you can get off of like Amazon for relatively cheap as well too. So we can move around to the back of the truck if you guys want and show you some of the different things that we've put on the back side too if you'd like. So let's take a walk that way and we'll go over there and check it out. So out here we put in an outside jib crane to lower this tire. The generator's a little loud, so let me go ahead and shut that off for you guys for a minute. And with the outside jib crane, this tire is easier to lower down and put it back on. You can also utilize it for other types of functions if you got to lift something or pull something around to the truck. It's got a 3,000 pound winch on it, so for ATVs, but it will still do what you need it to. This tire weighs in at about 180 pounds, so you really don't want to try and go ahead and lift it off by yourself. If you want to, go for it. We installed the traction boards down here. We just tried to come up with every way we could utilize any workspace on this truck, and we figured that was a good spot to put the traction boards. It's still early, guys, so we put those there. We also installed our 11-pound propane tank, and what we like about these and the system that we put inside, we used marine grade products, appliances, fridge and so forth. It sips the fuel. So we filled this 5 months ago and we still have 3/4 of a tank of full fuel on this thing, so it's working well for us. We also installed an outside weather station on this truck only because the client that we built it for wants to go ahead and be able to check out weather. He's kind of a weather guru guy. So if he's out in the middle of nowhere and he can't get any cell signal or something and he can't see it, he can actually get his own weather from the satellite link that's on the truck to the weather, and also he's got his real-time weather. It's being displayed on this screen right there as well from the instruments that are installed. We did also install a 360 motion solar powered camera up top, so when he's out there in the middle of nowhere, again, it's dark, you can't see anything, he can deploy the mast and he can go ahead and look around the entire truck. The camera's got thermal and night vision on it, so he's covered every aspect he needs to. We did also go ahead and install for our diesel heaters on board. We have a diesel heater for the engine, we have a diesel heater for the habitat as well. This 4.5 gallon spun aluminum tank, and the reason we did that is you don't want to pull off of your main tank itself. You don't want to deplete your drivable fuel, so we went ahead and installed that for him. And he's got a gauge on the top that you can actually see right out of the window and be able to know if he's getting low on fuel. We've got 2 more jerry cans up in the roof rack, so if he has to fill this up, he can, or he can use that fuel also for the truck. One of the last things we put on the truck back here would be that solar powered backup camera. These are brand new this kind of year to the market. We've found these on Amazon. Those things are DVR and motion activated. So when you're driving down the road, you can see what's going on behind the truck. It's also got the backup indicators in the lines. But what's nice is it's solar powered and there's Wi-Fi, so you don't even have to have any wires. You just stick it up there, connect it to the screen inside the Habitat or the truck, and you're seeing what's going on around the truck. So that was pretty much the back of the truck. There's really not much more on the other side. It's all just some mechanicals and so forth. But if you want, let's take a walk inside and we'll show you what's going on in the truck. So the inside of this truck, when we built this for our client, he wanted to have it be kind of a rustic cabin look. He was looking for something. He grew up in the Northeast and he went skiing a lot, so he stayed in chalets and so forth. So he wanted that look, and that's the theme we went for in here. We went ahead and did a full, complete tongue and groove wooden interior for him, and it's all been sealed up and with a urethane, so it doesn't allow for any moisture to get into it and so forth, and mold and so forth. But the way we build the boxes is they're very dry and tight, so we don't have any issues with condensation. But as you come into the truck a little bit more, you'll see we set up this little dinette for him, and underneath the dinette is all the mechanicals for the truck. We've got our diesel heater, our water tanks. We got 50 gallons on board, our water heater, our diesel air heater, all the systems to run the truck. Our lithium ion batteries. We got 1,000 watts of solar on the roof. We use Red Arc solar systems. Very good system, very simple to use, very easy to set up. And then we use ATOM or Viterra batteries out of Australia. Very good batteries. They have a lifetime warranty on all their stuff, which is nice. So if anything goes bad, you just go ahead and call them. They'll send you a prepaid label with a box with your new battery in it. Throw your old battery in there with the label, ship back to them. No questions asked. We went ahead and installed, this is kind of what we love the most, is a real wood burning stove. This is a Cubic Mini. We're not affiliated with them by any means. We are now a distributor for them. But what we like about these is it's a backup form of heat if in the event your diesel heater will go out. We've used this thing a couple of times and it will drive you out of here. I mean, it heats the place up really fast. It kind of has that nice ambiance. You can hear the real wood crackling. But again, you have a fuel source when you're out in the middle of the woods all day long. You can just cut some wood to throw it in there and you've got yourself a nice fire. He also wanted to go with like a live edge countertops and trim work for his backsplash and his fireplace. This wood, our in-house carpenter did for us. This is 500 years old. We got this out of a tree that went down during a storm, and we were able to cut the slabs out of it. We had them milled, and we went ahead and custom installed them here. And every single door and cabinet and the bathroom doors are all made from that tree as well. So we really tried to utilize a lot of that. We went ahead and installed a Vitrifrigo Ultra Slim 150 marine grade fridge. These things are awesome. They're dual. They do 12 volt and 110, and there's more than enough room in this for a lot of food and different things you're going to carry. And then we also installed this Force 10 marine grade stove. The reason we went with the marine grade stuff is the robustness behind it. Very good product. It's a little costly, but you're paying for what you get on this. It really is well. The thing we like about this is when we set the temperature on this, let's just say you're baking cookies, and that was our test that we used for it. You set it at 375, it's 375 in there. It's not like a lot of the other RV stoves where you're up and down on your temperature settings, trying to regulate it. Next thing you know, you burn your food. This actually kept its temperature. It also has a lot of safety features built into it. It has a low gas detection sensor in it, so if it's not getting the right amount of pressure in the fuel line, it shuts itself off. It has a leak detector on it. If it senses any type of fuel the gas leaking, it shuts itself down. It has a CO detector on it as well, so if you're getting too much carbon monoxide in the truck, it shuts itself down. So we're really happy with the safety features in this. The underneath in here, like I said, we have our diesel heater. We went with the 2 kilowatt Autoterm diesel heater. It's a very nice heater. All the controls, and I'll get into those here in a second over here on the side, but very good quality, and we're really proud with the way that works out. So let's move right over here back towards the exiting the truck, and we'll show you guys the control and the brain center of the entire truck. So here we have our Red Arc display sensor, or I'm sorry, screen, And from here I can go through and change different settings on the truck, and we have lithium-ion batteries, so we're set at that. But then it's going ahead and giving me a readout of everything that's going on. It's going to calibrate itself for a few minutes here, but that will tell me everything, and I can control pretty much everything on the truck right from here. For lighting, my power supplies, soft keys to turn certain lights on in here, or certain electrical appliances on and off in here. We then went ahead and installed our aux beam smart switches here. And again, we have different things on here. We have our water pump, we have our air heater, our interior lights, our tank heaters, our interior fan, and our rear lights outside. And then this here happens to be, it's not on right now, but there's our diesel heater from Autoterm. And then down here we have our controls for our hot water heater, which does 110 and propane. And again, we keep it on the propane side just because it sips fuel. But that's pretty much it, guys. We're really happy with the way the truck's turned out. If you have any questions, reach out to us at traxoffgrid.com, or you can check us out on Instagram at traxoffgrid.com. We have videos on YouTube at traxoffgrid.com, or you can send us another email to Steve at traxoffgrid.com, and try also info at traxoffgrid.com. But guys, come to Expo East if you haven't been here yet. It's a really awesome experience. Have a good day. We'll talk to you soon.